Well, hello gorgeous, and welcome to the second week of the Weekly Freak. This edition is for February the 8th to about February 14th, 15th. So I want to just start by saying, for those of you who are brand new to my Facebook page, Instagram, or YouTube, wherever this is going to end up, all of the three, I'm Tara Kindon, owner and founder of Worth Camp, host of the Worthy Woman Collective podcast, and the creator behind the Witch and Wicks candle line. So I want to welcome you here and share in the excitement of what this is, which is the energetic frequency of what I feel the week will bring us. So it's kind of giving you a little bit of power to understand how to navigate the weather. So for this week, and I also wanted to mention that I'm using the new Quantum Human Design language by Karen Curry Parker. So if you're not familiar with her, go check her out. She's amazing. And she also talks about the weekly energy a little bit differently than I do. But if you love it, keep coming back. So here's the overview for the week. I really feel like our theme is about expansion and expanding into new beginnings. So there's this ability to become more expansive, to tune into what you sense, to really allow yourself a deeper connection and allowing yourself to be you, because that's who you're here to be, nobody else. Really aligning with your authenticity, believing in your own possibility, your own potential, and playing in this bigger space of what is possible for me. To really become passionate about something this week. And of course, Valentine's Day is this week as well. So paying attention to how you're feeling around your relationships, not only relationship to other people, but relationship to yourself, okay? And really becoming passionate about almost anything that feels super aligned for you, so you can get excited about it and really move yourself into that level of energy, okay? Devoting yourself almost to that new dream seed you're planting. Now, I want you to kind of like think about watching the story you're sharing with the world, because the story that you tell yourself about yourself is how you're showing up energetically in the world, and you want to be conscious of that story. So if that story has any cracks in the foundation or any glitches, it may prevent you from really launching forward into this new passionate way, expansive way. So this week, be mindful of the story you're sharing with the world and make sure it's in alignment with this new vision you'd like to create for yourself, okay? Sharing that vision helps you speak the words into action, bring them into manifest, but what you speak has to come into that identity center, your calibration center. This is all around the heart energy. So you must feel deeply desired and alive around this new vision, because if you don't, you're going to continue to attract experiences, people, and things that are not in alignment with this bigger vision. So be mindful of that as well. And sharing this vision and insight will help you catalyze the change. So you will notice that I also, just before I went live, loaded all of the gates. So what's being lit up by the sun, the earth, and so on and so forth. And you can read through all of that. I'm going to do a brief sort of overview of those gates and what's happening throughout this week, so you can kind of feel into, oh, that's what's happening now, but you have like a heads up here. So if you want to work with me, you can go to tarakindon.com. I'd be happy to walk you through your human design and take you through the self-worth process. Today is also the last day you can sign up in the early bird for Worth Alchemy Limitless, which is really about allowing you to plug into expansive possibilities and potentials. So without further ado, this week from now until the 12th, the sun is in gate 49, which is the gate of the catalyst. So I'd like to give you the overview in the beginning, and then I'm going to break them down pretty quickly, so you can go and read to get like really in-depth insight and bring it in and sort of say, oh, how is this coming alive in my own chart, in my own world, and my experiences. So that catalyst is really about to sense your own value and how to hold your value, supporting your value as you inspire others to also make expansive changes. So some of you are in a position where you're helping your home expand, your relationships expand, and helping them find alignment with deeper peace and sustainability, okay? So that's where the sun is, and that's like our biggest illumination, how we're moving forward expansively. The earth, where we're grounded, is in possibility. So how can you ground yourself in this possibility thinking without it getting, you know, the rationalization side of your logic comes forward? How can you stay in your heart around possibility? So Mercury, which is in retrograde right now, is also in the gate of the catalyst. So what needs to transform? What is transforming? What can you rework, redo, rethink? How are you thinking about these expansive possibilities? Venus is in 19, and so is Jupiter. This is the gate of attunement. How do you sense your home? What are you sensing? What are you feeling? What do you know that you can't quite explain about what's happening around you? This may be energy of deep sensitivity or emotional, an emotional connection that helps you shift into catalyzing or changing something in your life as far as a relationship you're having to yourself, a relationship you're having to someone else. And remember, Venus is our goddess of love. She is all about feeling good, and it's, you know, Valentine's energy. We want you to feel juicy and expansive and fun. So how can you connect via that ability to sense emotional needs of others, you know, and your community, but also be mindful of your own energy to make sure that it's in alignment and that it feels sufficient and sustainable. So it's really about you learning how to be more emotionally vulnerable. Jupiter is also there, and that's about expansion, right? So Saturn is in the gate 41, imagination. What are you imagining? What are you thinking about? What would you like to really grow this year and become this year? Allow this energy to set in motion the waves of what could really be. It's using your creative imagination to generate ideas about new abundant opportunities for you, but to also be able to sustain those abundant visions and sharing them when necessary, but only really sharing them when you are ready to do something about it. Because once you speak those words into action, it's going to require you to do something about it. So if you're not ready to do that yet, then be mindful of what you're sharing with the world. Okay, so on the 12th and 13th, and actually before I don't know how, I'm trying to keep this under 15 minutes, guys. So if it's too fast, you'll have to let me know and I'll slow it down next time. But the 11th, I just want to talk about the 11th quickly. So that is our new moon energy. That's where all of the fresh possibilities can be planted, dream seeded. And this new moon is going to be at 23 degrees Aquarius. And you want to make sure that what you're thinking about or what you're dreaming about or what you're telling the world you want is in definite, deep alignment with your desires, what you really want to hold to come true. Because this area in your natal chart, so your human design chart, it will light up a certain gate, okay, during that 11th new moon. But if you look at your astrology and just see where's 23 degrees of Aquarius in your chart, what house is that in? Because that's how you'll be impacted. And it's going to be lit up on and off over the next 18 months, so into 2023. So what you dream about this new moon is going to set the tone for what you're going to call in or be really working with for that extended period of time. Now, those of you who sign up for Worth Alchemy Limitless are actually going to get a special Zoom date with me on Wednesday to talk about where it's showing up specifically in your chart for the next little while before we launch into that program, which starts on the 15th. Okay, so February 12th and 13th, our gates change a little bit. The sun will move into gate 30, which is all around passion, okay? Being able to sustain a dream, an intention, and a vision until you bring it into form. It's gonna really help you get excited and put the energy behind it. The gate is going to move into, the earth, sorry, is going to move into gate 29, is about devotion. What are you going to devote yourself to? What are you going to commit to? Is it the right thing? And to know what you want to really move forward, because this is going to give you that perseverance and determination to change the narrative of the world and what you're sharing with the world, because it's all about being able to inspire, to bring people into your world to help you, grow and move forward, whatever it is that you're excited about. So Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter on the 12th, 13th move into gate 13. Gate 13, friends, is the gate of the narrative that comes right off the G center, right off your heart. And so it's the ability to use the power of your personal narrative to create with power and intention. A lot of power this week, right? A lot of changes, a lot of shifts, and being so mindful of what you're saying. Mars is going to move into the gate 23, which is about transmission, the ability to translate transformative insights for people so that they can transform the way that they think. And then Saturn is still in the gate 49 or 41, about imagination. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. It's a lot of like big, sexy, expansive energy, but it's you committing to something that you want to move forward. But when you make the decision of what it is you want, what do you want to create? You want to make sure it's being created by desire, created through the passions and the excitement of something you're really ready to move forward. Maybe you've been thinking about it for a while, but now is the time for you to be committing yourself to the thing. Watch your words, watch who you're spending time with, see how you feel. Feel into everything this week, and then through your feeling, make a decision. Make a decision and a commitment to something expansive and potentially beautiful without trying to figure out, how am I going to make this happen? Don't rationalize it, just go with it. Write it down and then see what shows up for you. Okay? So that is your weekly freak for the week of February the 8th to the 15th. So I'll be back next Monday to help you navigate the energy for the following week. So much love to you. Thank you for being here. I'm grateful for you, and I'm so blessed to be in your beautiful energy on this fabulous Monday. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day and a very freaky week.